We help parents raise their kids to be Christ followers. I'm Pastor Dwayne, and today's topic is a way to talk about the enemy. This tip begins a new series of tips with a unique purpose. It provides a reference or a library that you can use for various talks. There will be some tips you can use at different times during the elementary stage. And these talks should only be references that you can tweak for your own unique precious one. Today's topic can be a difficult one to discuss. It's how to talk about the enemy with your child. But it can be a very important subject for a Christian family to discuss. There may be some real spiritual battles that are happening, and the enemy needs to be exposed. Maybe they have some fear they are struggling against. But there's often a need to discuss how the enemy will influence the child to withhold information from you, their parent. God would never want your child to withhold the truth from you. But you don't want to create even more fear, and you certainly don't want to cause any nightmares. If your child can be subject to this sort of thing, then you may want to just go into their room at night and pray over them after they've gone to sleep and wait until later to have the conversation. But if you're ready to talk to your child about it, my suggestion is to keep it simple. You could just say, "So I want to talk to you about our spiritual enemy. Do you know who that is? Do you remember the story of the serpent in the garden with Adam and Eve? He's the one that got them to be disobedient. That's what he does. He tries to get people to disobey God. So you know how you are supposed to trust and tell us stuff even when you don't want to, right? Well, you know that feeling you get and that voice you hear that says, 'Don't tell your parents,' that's what the enemy feels like. When you feel those things, you have those thoughts or feelings, the enemy is trying to get you not to tell us. You fight that urge and tell us anyway. That's what spiritual warfare is. Let us know if you ever feel those feelings or think those thoughts, and we'll pray with you about it. We want you to win the battle against the enemy. Do you have any questions about that? Or I often say, what do you think about that? Let them think about it and talk to you about it. If they don't say anything, or even if they do, I would say, if you think of anything else about this that you want to talk about, just let me know. Remember to think about the uniqueness of your child and the needs of your particular family before you have this talk with your children. God gave your children to you. God uses your desire to raise your kid right to get to your heart. Thanks for listening to me. Now take a moment and let him speak to you.